My name is Bradley West, and I am the manager for the Equity Office with the City of Winnipeg. So the Equity Office was actually created as a result of the Equity, Diversity and Inclusion policy that was passed by City Council on September the 29th in 2021. And one of the action items that EDI policy referred to was the creation of an Equity Office. Now this goes back to a journey that started in 2020 when the Human Rights Committee of Council, which was established in 2018 under Mayor Bowman, one of the first in North America and definitely the first in Canada, looked at addressing systemic issues such as racism, bias within the City of Winnipeg. And in 2020, we had our inaugural Anti-Racism Week. And after that week, it was identified by not only community stakeholders and rights holders, but also community groups and internal members of the public service that systemic change needed to happen at the city, and a long-term commitment process was planned. Part of that process, on recommendation from the Human Rights Committee of Council, was to establish an equity, diversity and inclusion policy. So that's how we came to be.
Hi, my name is Charlie Champagne. I am a workforce development manager and I work for NFI Group out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Basically what we decided in 2022 was to build a 2-year plan to really embed cultural competency and diversity, equity and inclusion into our facility, into our organization every day. So instead of just having your diversity and inclusion training once, maybe once, when you get onboarded, we want diversity, equity, and inclusion to be a part of our employees' everyday lives. We have really increased our employee communication around cultural heritage days, cultural competency, and kind of things that fall within that umbrella. So really taking the approach of how do we make these days, these heritage months, really meaningful for our employees? So we found ways to connect to our employees. We found ways to provide training opportunities through a series of micro lessons that we made available to all of our employees. And through doing that, we've really got a lot of positive feedback from folks saying, you know, I really appreciate that you are recognizing my heritage, that you're recognizing my culture. How can I get involved? How can we do more? And it's just really taking on a life of its own, which is just incredible to see.
My name is Vera Godavari. I'm the Diversity and Inclusion Specialist at Red River College Polytechnic. The initiative that Red River College Polytech was nominated for is its Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Action Plans. This particular initiative supports the college's strategic plan commitment to of pursuing truth and reconciliation and embedding equity, diversity, and inclusion in everything we do. So we developed the corporate action plan based around 5 pillars, and then we have cascaded that out through 12 department areas to allow everyone in the college to be able to embed equity, diversity, and inclusion in everything that they do. So that's 12 department areas. We have 30 diversity champions that are supporting their leadership teams in building plans that are meaningful and relevant for their particular program area.
My name is Carissa Rempel. I am a program manager, HR and PR for Veeder Solutions. So our initiative is called Rising to the Occasion, and it focuses on elevating women in the manufacturing industry. A couple of years ago, we were only receiving a handful of resumes per position, and almost none of them were female, unless it was maybe for an administrative type of position. So we focused on a sort of See Them, Be Them campaign. Every month, we put out a video focusing on a woman within our company. We focused on their thoughts on manufacturing, what their day-to-day look like, their thoughts on how women can elevate the manufacturing industry and how the manufacturing industry can become more accepting for women. And so we put out a video every month for a year based on that. We also focused on a couple of other initiatives, things like speaking engagements around promoting women in manufacturing. We focused on bringing in a maternity leave top-up. We brought in a referral bonus, and we also looked at flexibility and options to make the workplace more conducive for females. Now we receive about 25% of our applicants are female. About 28% of our hires are female right now, so about 27% of our employees are currently female, which is a dramatic increase from prior to 2021.